steering wheel doesn't go down as far as I would like it to. We'll get to that in a second. We're driving a 2019 Honda CR-V touring trim. I don't know if you recall, but recently we reviewed the 2008 Honda CR-V that we own, and somebody in the comment section, in fact, hold that thought, Aiden V, a name I definitely remember and we didn't edit so it made it seem like I remembered it, suggested that we drive the new version of the Honda CR-V in the same color. This is as close as we could get. It's not a proper Muzio family CR-V maroon, but
super close.
Yeah, so we're going to talk all about how the new CR-V is different than our 2008 CR-V. But first, sweetie, for $500,
Oh, no!
Tell me the displacement of the engine that's propelling us right now.
I'm going to embarrass myself. I don't know what that means. Is that the torque?
Ooh, this is going to be a tough one.
Is it turbocharged?
It is, I'll give you that.
Okay. 2-liter turbocharged.
That is a really good guess because there are a lot of 2-liter turbocharged engines. It is also incorrect.
What
Sorry.
is this one?
That's a great segue. Information explosion. As everybody saw in the information explosion, it is a 1.5-liter engine propelling us in the 2019 Honda CR-V. Something else worth noting is Evie and I are going to go visit some friends for game night, and you know what that means when it's just Evie and I in the car by ourselves and our daughters at home? You become profane.
I get to work blue.
Yeah, it's Evie unleashed. In motion. Masterful timing. Literally not
Every
in motion.
time.
We could not be less in motion. And as we're now moving again, crash that like button if you support the fact that my wife will say swear words at random intervals.
I like to be creative with my profanity. You can't just say at random.
Oh, Sensei's getting a workout today. It goes against every fiber of my being, but I'm not the guy who should be driving the Honda CR-V right now. Let's swap seats. Oh God, I hate this so much. Oh, it'll be fine. Hey, you're driving a Honda CR-V, that's cool. Let's talk about ride and handling. What are you feeling?
It feels bouncy, right?
Well, I think if you were driving your car, it'd probably be a lot more harsh though.
Delightfully bouncy? Is that a word we want to go with?
I don't think it is. To me, it feels quite a bit smoother and quieter, notably quieter than your car.
So much quieter, yes.
It almost feels like if you came out of a dealership in 2008 and this was somehow transported through time, you would be like, oh my gosh, Honda made a luxury car and it's tall and weird? Huh, that's amazing. I mean, the ride quality improvement is substantial.
Mm-hmm.
That said, let's take a right here, and you can tell me a little about the steering. All right, here we go. Whew. Cornered at a blistering 14 miles per hour. What were you feeling, sweetie?
It's definitely more responsive than mine is. Let me go around this corner.
It's red light, traffic's coming. It'll certainly be more exciting.
Right?
But just not for the right reasons.
I did notice that the blind spot seems worse in this one because that third window is higher up. And
yeah, but remember how stylish the exterior looks. Eyes on the prize, baby.
Trade-off.
Needless full throttle acceleration. Go, full fire, full, go, go, go. You got out of it. You didn't stay with it.
I didn't get... How long do you stay in this thing?
Until you feel the G's, baby. In terms of get up and go, how does it feel versus your car?
It actually goes faster when I push the gas.
So this is definitely a quicker car than yours. Anything about the power delivery standing out to you?
I've heard you say the words turbo lag in a lot of edits, so I'm wondering if this one has turbo lag, but not because of anything I'm experiencing.
You know what we should do then? At the next red light, you come to a complete stop, floor it from a stop, and tell me if you feel the acceleration is adequate. One of the big things about the powertrain is the fact that it is a continuously variable transmission. Did you know that?
I did not note that. No.
This was my suspicion, is that if you're not in the industry or if you don't pay attention to these things, you don't even notice or care what's happening with the transmission unless it does something wrong or weird. Okay.
Yes.
Ready? Floor it.
It did feel like there was a tiny bit of lag, but I
don't think you're wrong. I think there was a bit of lag there.
Okay.
So there's a moment where it takes the turbo a second to come alive, and then also, because it's a CVT, it takes a moment for it to come up into the power range. Off the line, there's a little bit of a lull, and then it gets going. But once you're cruising, like if you were to floor it right now, sweetie, needless full throttle acceleration, it gets up to speed a little bit quicker.
And often, like when I need that, I'm already at speed. I'm just trying to avoid something. So that would be fine. Needless to...
You're doing it! You're doing it! She's starting to believe! You and me, we're not so different. I have a quick question. Seating position, how do you feel? Do you feel comfortable?
You know, change can be hard.
Yeah?
I feel like I have to be closer in to get my foot on the gas, but I have very tiny legs.
You do have those tiny little, like, when you walk, it makes that, like, Hanna-Barbera sound. The one thing I noted about the steering wheel is that it does not adjust low enough for a comfortable 8 and 4. It doesn't look like it, but it feels a little bus driver-ish.
Yeah, well, it makes sense that would be an issue for me because I also have those tiny little arms.
Yeah, she's just a little thing, people. All right, well, I think we've done plenty of this not having me drive thing.
No, this is good.
No. I'm snapping my finger now. Oh, thank God. I'm so much happier over here. Emotion factor. You know, for being 11 years apart, the 2019 CR-V and the 2008 CR-V that we own have a very similar essence, which is if you want emotion, you better bring it yourself. Moving on. Interior. As we ease into the interior, let me admonish you to subscribe if you have not. When I hit 100,000 subs, and this is not a joke, I will review a windowless white van. What form that will take, who might join me, willing or not, on that adventure, we'll have to find out. Be sure to subscribe. Micah drives 100K. So yeah, let's talk about the interior. In terms of style, what are you greeted by here? What do you think?
There are so many different materials in here as compared to mine. Like there's this piano black part, there's this matte nickel appearance, there's like this, what do you call that?
Leatherette.
There's the wood.
There's the tan over there, the tan inset.
And then the tan inset.
You're confronted by a range of colors and textures.
Yes.
Do you find that pleasing or displeasing?
I think they just went one too many. Like they should have looked in the mirror and removed an item.
Turn around quickly. And the first texture you see, take it off.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, I think there's a classier vibe in here than your car, which is maybe a little more utilitarian. But one of the things that connects this 5th generation CR-V with your 3rd generation CR-V is space management and how the folks at Honda managed to squeeze a lot of interior space out of a fairly small package. As a driver, I have a ton of headroom always. I can sit behind myself quite comfortably. Flat floor back there, which is great for a 3rd passenger. And then the cargo space is different than yours. What were your thoughts about cargo?
So for me, what I use all the time is the dual level cargo area for groceries. And you can put some kind of cargo underneath on top of the spare tire, but it's not a great place to throw like a 20 pack of toilet paper or any of the other pragmatic items we
got issues in the Muzio house. So there we are making another toilet paper run. So this is a different setup in that it doesn't have the cargo divider where you can put stuff on top and then on bottom. It does have a dual height floor though, which is a little interesting. What did you think of the dual height floor?
As usual, I was like, what the heck did they do this for? And then you showed me and I was like, well, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so let's say you're making the 2nd run of the week for your 20 pack of toilet paper and You got the flat floor, but you don't want them to roll out. Oh no, the pack blew open and you got loose toilet paper in the back. How do you keep them from rolling out the back? So you have to make a third trip.
No, the scenario is you've given up on toilet paper. It's a lost cause. You've decided to purchase a nice bidet.
No, so the way it works is that in the upper position you have a flat load floor, and that flatness extends all the way to the fold down seats. When the seats flip, they go flat, and then you've got this flat load floor. But if you don't want stuff rolling out the back, if you want a little bit of extra space, you drop the load floor down a few inches, and then stuff won't roll out the back. Whether that's your 24 pack of toilet paper, or you just don't want the bidet sliding out the back because for some reason they grease the bottom. You got a real fly-by-night operation to get your bidet from. Who greases the bottom of that? That doesn't make any sense. As mentioned, the seats fold flat. They fold flat in a really easy way too. You just pull a lever. It's so convenient. The rear seats also have a 2-position adjustment for seat back recline, but they don't slide fore and aft, which is a little weird because that's something that your 3rd generation CR-V did have, and this one does not. Moving back up front here, we exist on different ends of the spectrum. I like an armrest. In fact, I demand a good armrest, and then you dislike them intensely. This one, you can't get rid of. You can't flip it up. Are you okay with this armrest?
I am, because it's wide.
I am not, because the padding is focused on the center, but when I'm in an 8 and 4 driving position, right here on the edge, feel that. Very
that's
hard.
No good.
That's problematic. The outboard, much better. I'm going to give that half an elbow up. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. That's my elbow test. 2 more comfort notes. The driver's seat has 4-way lumbar adjustments.
Do I have lumbar support?
You tell me.
I don't know if I do.
If you don't know, you probably don't have it. And actually, one more interesting detail. Right here by the driver's knee where you'd want to rest, there's a thing shaped like a pad, but it's made out of hard plastic. You've got one too. It's like,
so cruel.
It's almost like, yeah, we could have given you something to rest your knee against, but no dice. Our daughter isn't with us right now, but on the child friendliness note, the CR-V, super friendly. A ton of space in the back for child crap, literally or figurative. Plenty of space back there for a child seat. If you have it front facing or rear facing, it fits just fine. And then multiple latch points. If you want to put a car seat in the middle, easy peasy. So family friendly, yes. Rear window test. Oh. And that's what that looked like. Cool.
I have one more note on family friendliness.
Bring it.
One of the things I like the most about my CR-V when I was a new mom is that there's actually enough room to have a car seat, get in the back, and breastfeed back there. That might be TMI.
That's not TMI. People love reality. That's reality. Women breastfeed. Get over it.
But that only works for one kid? Probably.
Yeah. So that's why it's important to only have one child.
Hello.
Running back to cargo space, for smaller items, there's a pretty big glove box over there, and then in the doors, there's ample storage. You could store multiple bottles of, water probably, unless you're under the White Claw and you got a problem. Not that you're drinking en route, but you're going to the pool and you want to have just all the hard seltzer you can handle. Fill the doors. That's my pro tip. Exterior! As mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is as close to the maroon color of our car as we could get. This is called Molten Lava Pearl. In Molten Lava Pearl, sweetie, how do you feel about the exterior styling of the Honda CR-V? And keep it quick, this video is getting long.
To me, the front reminds me the most of chicken wire and a rabbit.
I bet in the whiteboard presentation where they were introducing the 5th generation CR-V style, there were 0 mentions of chicken wire or a rabbit. And then again, I don't know, designers are a unique breed.
Like that front grille is in like a very flexible plastic, and so I think they needed a center plastic bit to strengthen it, perhaps? I don't know.
Gotcha. You're just talking about that little part in the middle there that looks like a rabbit nose?
It looks like a rabbit tooth.
Okay, I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it. As hinted at in the emotion factor, the styling of the CR-V is not particularly outrageous. I'm not feeling a strong reaction to it aesthetically. But what that means is that you have a design that will endure much longer than something that's maybe a little bit more fashionable. So, I think our CR-V still looks reasonably handsome, and this will do the same. You'll reach an emotionally neutral state early and remain that way.
I didn't think my CR-V looked dated at all until you parked this one right in front of it.
Yeah,
bad move.
That's the big fear in doing a video like this, is that all it's doing is illuminating how crappy your car is by comparison. Oh man, I've unleashed the beast. Remarks! As we dive into the remarks, my first remark is that if you would like me to come review your car, and I'm going to keep saying this, it does not have to be a cool car. I mean, like a really average used car is totally cool, and you live in the greater Los Angeles area or in California, or your car is so darn compelling, like you have an Isuzu V-Cross or something, I'll probably fly to come drive that. But yeah, hit me up on Instagram, Future Evie, just put the graphic underneath letting you know where to find me. Shoot me a message and we'll talk. I'm gonna figure out where the we are. Oh, good job, Sensi. This particular CR-V has all-wheel drive. It's a $1,400 option. Not really coming into the equation as I drive behind this Astro van, but you know, with increasing family activities, outdoor stuff, trips to the mountain, I think that could be a thing. Honda sensing is also on this vehicle. Let's give that a go.
You nailed the name, and the system actually works.
It's because it's got the word Honda in it, and I don't think anybody else has the word sensing just sort of immediately in the branding. It's just much easier to remember. Pro Pilot, I don't know. The great thing about Honda's system is that it works exactly like advertised. So the lane keeping assist is sort of innocuous. It just sort of moves you back to the center of your lane. Brake, 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 brake. The dynamic cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, all this stuff just kind of works. The thing is, it comes on every trim except for the base LX, so EX and higher. That EX trim also has things like dual zone climate control, rear USB ports, which is really nice, this power driver seat, and a 7-inch infotainment screen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So there's like a $3,000 jump from the LX to the EX, roughly $3,000. But if it were me, I would definitely step up to the EX because it just is a lot more car and it has a lot of features that, let's say 5 years down the road where you want to sell the car and everybody assumes that you better have those active safety features, it'll probably have an impact positively on resale value. Sweetie, can I give you one more reason to upgrade to the EX? Won't you please upgrade to the EX, sweetie?
Sure.
The base LX makes do with an old 2.4 liter engine, but the EX and higher all have a 1.5 liter turbocharged engine, which makes 6 more horsepower. And as a real speed demon, I know you appreciate that kind of power, but it also gets better fuel economy. Here are some figures then, once again, Future Evie is going to put on screen. Good job, Future Evie. Sweet edit you got going there. This is a good moment. Needless full throttle acceleration, except I actually did kind of need to do it. I'm not going to change the branding just because I needed to accelerate. You know, some of the fanciness that you're experiencing in the CR-V is due to the fact that we're driving the touring trim, which is the top tier. So it's got premium audio, LED headlights, and a hands-free tailgate. None of those things are all that essential to me, but again, if you're living your best CR-V life, this would be the way to do it. And then I guess maybe the most significant observation with any Honda is resale values. CR-Vs hold their value well, so it's a good investment, yada, yada, yada. Reasonable purchases. Final remark, a new CR-V should be coming around the corner not too long. Based on a 5-year model cycle, I think the new one should be ready for 2021. I have a suspicion they're going to try and infuse a little more emotion into it. That's based on zero information and pure conjecture, but we can hope. Are there any remarks I missed? Please tell me in the comments section. Synopsis! I did that like Dallas Raines, the LA weathercaster.
Yes, you did.
Synopsis! Coming up now! Despite 2 generations of development, 11 years of progress, and a few different details here and there, I'm kind of impressed with how similar this CR-V is to your 2008 CR-V. It really seems to have the same essence. Is that crazy talk?
I think you're correct. There's a little bit of functionality that I wish we had in ours, like the active safety features.
Look, I'm not steering and it's not even dangerous. You described in synopsizing your CR-V as Mary Poppins in that it is practically perfect in every way. I think this is the exact same thing, but better. Interestingly, the original Mary Poppins was much better than the repeat Poppins.
This is confusing.
God, this is brain twisting.
Is there another brand?
No, I got this.
Okay.
This. The 2019 Honda CR-V OG Poppins. Dude, if we don't airbrush that on the back of your next CR-V, we are doing something wrong. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, there we go. The visor extends. I want to quickly say thank you so much for supporting the channel. We thrive on your viewership. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Remember, at 100,000 subs, I'm going to review a windowless white van. It'll probably get super creepy. And you know what? Just to incentivize you, at 50,000 subs, I'm going to tell you a terrible dark secret about my hair.
You can't tell them.
Oh man, that is a tease.
Are you really going to tell them?
Yeah. Hit the bell. You'll want to see it. The comment section, your minds have to be racing. Oh, what is he going to do at 50,000 subs? I don't know. Maybe we'll just have to find out. Oh. Ooh, what was that?
That was the car at its limits of adhesion.
Yeah, you're really pushing. Sweetie, can you say it pushes at the limit?
It pushes at the limit.
She's an automotive journalist now.
Yay!
Oh, it's like when Pinocchio became a real boy.
Does this mean I have a dick now?
Does it mean you have a dick? Yeah, you sit in the right seat.